But now that everything is all taken care of and the game is now working smoothly again, hopefully after a patch update that they did late last night, we were able to get things going again. And so, that's exactly what we plan to do, because after we took on some side challenges yesterday, and especially to unlock the two new warrior classes in the game, we can now resume our path on the main story. So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthew back with you here at Raw Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers Live. So we are back here in the Crystarium as we prepare to take on the possibility of having to go save a young girl who's known as Minfilia, who was the original leader of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn until that incident occurred. But yeah, she's found a way here apparently, and so now we may be going on a rescue mission to save her. But in order to do that, we need to speak with the Crystal Exarch. So let's go ahead and speak with him to take on the level 72 main story quest entitled The Crystarium's Resolve. The Exarch is eager to delve into the details of his proposal. So whenever you're ready, tell us all.
You are doubtless eager to attempt Minfilia's rescue, and with your combined strength you may well succeed. But as I said earlier, I do not wish to show our hand unless absolutely necessary.
So what do you intend to do? Oh, what do we got here?
'Twas not merely the night sky that you restored to us, but hope. Hope for the future of Norvrand. Unlike you, we cannot contend with the Light Wardens, but so long as hope burns in our hearts, we will fight on regardless. This I will prove to you.
Is that why everyone's come to wish us well? Yeah, maybe he's surprised by this.
My friends, I thank you for gathering at such short notice. There is something I would ask you all. As many of you are aware, I received an emissary from Eulmore a short while ago in the form of General Ranjit. To my dismay, the General condemned the slaying of the Light Warden, and warned me in no uncertain terms that, should the Crystarium cast its lot with the Warrior of Darkness, there would be war.
Eminem's like, really?
Let none be mistaken. We would be hard-pressed indeed to resist the might of Eulmore. Some would even call it suicide. And yet my heart cries out to fight. Better that than relinquish the hope that swelled in my breast when I beheld the night sky for the first time in 100 years.
But does everyone else feel the same way?
Or so says my heart. My mind, meanwhile, reminds me that to follow my heart would be to risk everything we have accomplished thus far. Clearly, this is not a decision to be made lightly, nor less alone. And so I put the question to you all. What should we do?
Yeah, everyone, what are we gonna do? We're all waiting your decision.
My lord, you already know our minds. It brought tears to our eyes to witness the knight's return. The whole of Norvrand deserves the same, and not just because some children's story tells us so.
Eulmore's influence is far-reaching. Should war break out, trade would be subject to restrictions. The flow of goods will dry up, and we will struggle to make do with what little trickles through. But make do, we will.
Aye, we can weather such hardships. Is that not the very thing the Crystarium was built for? We have always taken pride in our ability to sustain ourselves. Not just to endure, but to thrive.
When all falls down around you, rise up. Those were your words. There may come a day when all hope seems lost, but even should the rest of the world give in to despair, we shall not. We shall fight on, that our children and our children's children might know a better tomorrow.
Rousing words apart, I never much cared for those Eulmoran bastards anyway. No better than common swindlers, most of them. Wouldn't know a fair deal if it came up and kissed them on the arse.
That's one way to say it.
Trust you to spoil the moment.
Yeah, it's got everyone else laughing, too. And a smile on the Exarch's faces clearly there.
It appears we have a consensus. Let it be known that the Eulmoran host at Laxon Loft has taken the Oracle of Light captive. They fear the power she holds over the Sin Eaters, and doubtless intend to imprison her once more. So, I move that we rescue the Oracle, grant her a place among us, and let that be our answer to Eulmore's ultimatum.
And everyone is down with it.
Hear, hear!
Yeah, much to our shock and dismay. Yeah, even the twins are shocked by this.
In planning a strategy for the rescue, I open the floor to you all.
Yeah, enthusiastic to carry out the plan, but not sure how to do it.
And there you have it. If Eulmore wishes to denounce us as villains, then we shall embrace our villainy. Will you do so as well?
Well, we already have.
We will not be outdone. Consider us your partners in crime.
Yeah, we're ready whenever you are. And so...
My lord, our proposal is as follows. We begin by deploying Amaro to occupy the skies over Lakeland. They should serve to delay the airship's departure.
What's your idea there, Mr. Mulja?
At the same time, we scatter dream powder from the air. Not all will succumb to its effects, but it should thin the enemy's numbers, affording us an opening to swoop in and liberate the Oracle.
Very good. See to your preparations.
Yeah, everyone's ready to go. And so, off they go to do their various tasks to get ready for the invasion, as it were.
And what exciting crimes would you have us commit? Speaking for my fellow villains, I'd say we're capable of most things, though we draw the line at indolence.
Why would you say that?
If excitement is your desire, then I bid you join the guard. Captain Lena will give you your orders.
Alright then. Yeah, what are you holding? So yeah, after that conversation, it's time for us to go ahead and speak with Captain Lena. Sir, you will be joining the guard, but however highly the XIV thinks of you, you will receive no special treatment from me. Is that clear? Where is your salute, soldier? Yeah, you mean this? Better, more spirited than the XIV's feeble attempts, certainly. Now first things first. yeah, the XIV just shrugs that off. Now first things first, we'll need uniforms. Go to the Crystarium mine and report it to Cutlass. She will see you measured and fitted. And so, yeah, away go the twins to do that, and we will follow them in due time. So, let's make our way over there. Yeah, over to the Crystalline mine. And there's Callus. Yeah. Everything good with you and PETA?
Ah, and there's the last of them. Your friends are being measured as we speak. Right this way, we'll see to it you look your dashing best for your first outing.
Yeah, and so, sometime later on...
Done, are ya? Let's have a look at those numbers.
Well, we actually haven't been fitted. Well, at least not yet.
I see. How goes it?
Yeah. Welcome back, Captain.
Sorry, Captain, I'm afraid we don't have anything on hand that's already fit. But we do have a few that are fairly close. We should be able to make them work with some minor adjustments. Very well then, see to it and have the uniforms delivered directly to the field. I shall take this opportunity to brief you on the mission.
Alright then.
So, as mentioned earlier, we will deploy Amaro to scatter dream powder from the air. Once the powder takes effect, an elite unit will storm the fortress to rescue the Oracle. Her safe liberation is our sole objective. Engagement is to be avoided wherever possible. I assume we're to be part of said unit? Correct. The unit will be divided into two contingents, one deploying for Fort Job and another from the Hostile Imperative. You and Afternoon will join the former. Shinji, meanwhile, will join the latter with me.
Very well then.
Before you proceed to your positions, you are to report to Chesimil at Spaglerix. She will issue you with a serum to ward off the effects of the dream powder. We shall be on our way then. Take care, my friend, and we'll see you in the field. It's quite far to the Imperative, so you may make use of an Amaro from the Rookery. After you've collected the serum, of course.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Alright, so yeah, if you want to speak with Catalyst again, there is a quest you can do, but you have to be at a Scepter of Land or Hand to access it. So now we gotta get back to Spadrex. And I'm trying to think of the best way to get there. And I know we can go from the Aetheroid Plaza. And then once we're there, we can hang a right going in the lower door and then hang a left. And so let's go ahead. Hey Ryan, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Any advice? Just follow your heart there, Ayana.
Yes, sweetie. Is there something you need? Oh, one with the guard come for the drama, are you? Here you go. I just said this will keep you firmly in the waking world while your enemy's off in Dreamland. Now, if this is your first time, I should warn you, it's better as sin. Prince's kiss, they call it, but if you ask me, it should be Crone's kiss. Just aside, the stuff really is foul. Most people gag like there's no tomorrow, but if you don't drain every last drop, you're liable to end up taking a trip to Dreamland yourself. So I must ask you to drink it here and now, while I watch. Come on, give your Crone a kiss.
Yeah, so we gotta go ahead and get this stuff drunk. Yeah, look how we stagger.
Well done, sweetie, I'm proud of you. Why, if I didn't know any better, I'd even say you enjoyed it. And now you needn't fear falling asleep on the battlefield. Just have care you don't lose any limbs out there, alright? They don't tend to grow back.
Now we gotta go back over to the Rookery. Oh, and just in time for the sun to come out. The Monsters, huh? I haven't seen that show in forever. And I never really watched it all that much. Yeah, I guess it's keeping you up because it's not a monster, quote-unquote. Ah, let's speak with them.
Yes, what do you require of me?
Well, we need to be equipped with a bird.
And a model to take you to the Imperative, eh? As much as I would like to oblige, all our mounts are reserved for the coming operation. I fear you will have to go by foot.
Ah.
But wait, there might be another way, assuming you are willing to lend a hand.
I think we can. And so we'll take our 540,000 experience points skill, plus a level 72 headgear coffer now. But since it's still below our item 400 level, we're not going to be using it. We're just going to go ahead and see if we can sell it for parts. See if we can get a good return on it. Alright, now let's go ahead and speak with Zemjamai to take on the level 72 main story quest entitled Logistics of War. Zemjamai has a task for you should you be willing.
I was about to deliver an armada to Radisca's Round, one of the locations whence the beast will fly for the operation. The tower lies along the route to the Imperative. If near enough is good enough for you, you may make the delivery in my stead. Very good. I shall ready the armada for departure at once.
And so out into the field we go. Yeah, here's Zem.
Radisca's Round is to the north and west. You can take the road, or you can fly. It is up to you. Upon arriving, make yourself known to the sentry and she will give you further instructions. If you should become separated from the Amaro, worry not. The beasts are trained to return to the rookery. That is all. Go well.
So now this provides us with a golden opportunity because even though we do not have all the Aether Currents, yet we can actually do some flying with the Amaro. Yeah, this is one of the rare instances where we are not restricted. But we do still have to unlock all the Aether Currents and all the Aether Current quests in order to be able to fly normally around here in Lakeland. So we're not getting quite a freebie, technically, but we still have to go and cover the field as much as we possibly can. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And since Lakeland has a very interesting situation where it's not like Amarang or like Calusia where everything is split into two sections, since Lakeland is all pretty much the same experience level with everything, we can pretty much fly freely here. And not have to worry about having to get stuff at one point and then having to wait later to get more and finish off the rest of the map. But yeah, something else I should also point out as well. The names of these islands. Lap, Knot, Brick, and Weed. I don't know, yeah, if you're wondering, they're these 4 islands that we are currently located over. But yeah, Lap, Knot, Brick, and Weed is in the far distance there. Why they all have these names, I have no idea. It's really weird. Yeah, we're going to continue and reveal as much of the map as we can, since we have the opportunity to do so. Yeah, hopefully this doesn't put you guys to sleep, but it is important for you to understand how much of a golden opportunity this is to get experience points, because yeah, if you only started playing the game recently, then you'll know that whenever you go into a new section of the map, a brand new area, the whole map is revealed to you right away. But it wasn't always like that. In order to be able to know where you were going, you had to move around to the various places in order to unearth the map in its entirety. Yeah, and that's something that they do retain, I think they do retain it, in Heaven's Ward and in Stormblood. So Radisca's round is where we're ultimately supposed to go, but we're going to fire a warning shot as it were at Laxton Loft. We're not going to get penalized if we do this, but it is on the map and it does need to be revealed, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, it only uncovers little sections of the map, bit by bit, when you're going over the loft. Yeah, as you'll see, we are revealing more and more of the map as we go along. Now we're going over to the northwest. Yeah, we'll come back and pick up Laxton Loft after, or the rest of Laxton Loft after we get the rest of the map revealed, if for no other reason than the fact that we need to go back to Radiatus round. Yeah, also is the flight music on Eulmore not very nice and tranquil? So yeah, that helps to reveal more of the map over there. Now the operative is ultimately where we want to go, because of course that's where we're going to be reuniting with Lena in order to continue on with the main story. And so now we'll turn back around, uncover the imperative. I was about to call it the cooperative, but that's not what it is. Yeah, we're basically getting a free pass to say, here, have all the experience you want without engaging in combat. And it certainly helps in the long run, too. As I'm sure you'll agree. Alright, so get that corner revealed. Yeah, you also see a few more beautiful islands as we go along. So that reveals that part of the map now. As far as everything that I've revealed, it looks like, yeah, just the one part at Laxton Loft is left. Alright, so now we can go back there. Or at least we gotta go to Radisca's round first, and then we'll move on to Laxton Loft. And finish off the rest of that map. And you can already see, we've already accumulated a lot of experience from flying around. So here's where Radisca's round is. Yeah, it's conveniently located right at the base of Laxton Loft. So ultimately we want to come over here and meet up with this guy, this sentry. Oh, you're delivering that model to us. I'm afraid there's been a change of plans. We already have all the beasts we require here. Instead, this one is to go to the imperative to the west. Please see to it that the handler on duty, Sally Vonthu, if you encounter trouble along the path, return here and I'll set you right wise. So yeah, you are now considered to have checkpointed, and we can now resume our path to complete the rest of the Loft's map, as well as Lakeland as a whole. So back over here. And there we go. 100% map completion for Lakeland. And now we continue on. Yeah, not going towards the Imperator just yet. You know, we're going to stop just short of it before we embark on further. Oh no, we are going into it. Yeah, the way the map was curving, it seemed like we weren't going to. But nope, this is where we have to go.
Ah, the last tomorrow. My thanks, friend. You may leave the beast with me.
Hey there, Shimon. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Hello there, Zelly. Nice to meet you.
Say, I don't believe I know you. Did you join the guard recently?
We did, yes.
Ah, so that is the way of it. Well, you managed to arrive, and that's all that matters in the end. I bid you welcome to the Ostol Imperative, one of our key strongholds in Lakeland. The first thing you'll want to do is report to the captain. You'll find her at the lookout across the way.
Alright then. Probably also a good idea for us to start driving now. So here's where the captain's gonna be.
So, it seems that rather than the Amaro delivering you, you deliver the Amaro. I'll not thank you, I expect all my soldiers to make themselves useful. Speaking of which, I have a task for you.
And so with that, we'll take our experience, skill, plus a level 72 weapon, which we'll never use, and an Aether Current. And so now, as you'll see, a whole new set of quests have opened up in and around the Ostal Imperative. But as you might remember from yesterday, back over at Fort Job, new side quests opened up there too. So we're going to be checking out all these side quests before we move on further with the story and seeing if we can indeed bring back the Oracle of Light to safety.